What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Orange Crush Pod. It's your host, JMX. Got my other host, Trav, here, man. And today we got a good episode for you guys. We're going to be going over our top five wide receiver, our top five wide receivers that perfectly fit the Broncos. And I'm not going to lie to you, this list was kind of hard because this receiver class is deep. I know a lot of people are going to be kind of upset about my ranking, Trav ranking, but I think overall, we put a lot of time into our list, and I think you guys will like it. But before we get into everything, Trav, man, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Ready to talk about, a possible future Broncos receiver.
Ooh, yeah, man. I will say this is one of the deepest class that I've seen. I think it's just like a lot of these guys are just like first round and second round talents. Like you can get a second round guy or receiver in the fifth round, bro, and that's just kind of what it is. This draft is loaded, and I'm not gonna lie to you, like. The funnest part again is just watching the tape of these guys, bro. Like it's so many good wide receivers. It's kind of hard to go wrong if you're the Broncos. You can take one like we saw George Payton, what he said about obviously you can get a good running back in rounds 2 through 6. I think the same thing can apply for wide receivers. You can get you an elite one in rounds 1 through 6, man.
I agree. I think there's so many good guys that you can target in this draft, and there's guys that most football fans probably don't even know, and that's the
Exactly.
crazy part.
hmm But yeah, man. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Trav, let's start with you. Who do you have as your fifth best? Well, fifth receiver on your list.
My fifth would be Jalen Royals from Utah. I think that he's just a guy that is going to make an immediate impact on a team. He plays bully ball, so there can be a DB out there. He's going to make that play. I don't really have a comp for him. Do I think that he would be an asset to the Broncos team? I think he would be a day one starter in the receiving room, and he just plays bully ball. I mean, he's 6 foot, 205 pounds. He's quick. And he's consistent, which creates big windows. So I think he's a guy that would be a day one starter, and you can get him, somewhere that's probably a pretty team friendly pick. So
Yeah, for me, I would agree. I have Jalen Royals as my number five as well. I mean, if I had to put a comp to him, I would say he's just kind of a bigger Jaden Reed. If a lot of people they're gonna look at the stats, are gonna look at his stats from this past season, and they're gonna be like, man, he didn't really, he didn't have 1,000 yards. But the 2023 season is the one I'm kind of looking at because he missed some games this year. He had over 1,000 yards. He had 15 touchdowns. I mean, this dude is just he can really just do a whole bunch of stuff for you. I mean, he's a guy that just really stretches the field. That's when you watch his tape. He's that deep threat guy where you can use him as a gadget guy as well. I love everything about him, to be honest. Like you said, he's 6 foot 210. I mean, I'm trying to find his 40. Oh yeah. He ran a 4.4. I mean, look, man, I'm I wouldn't be mad at Jalen Royals at all. Now, I do think you could probably get him in the depending on how the draft goes. My guess would be third round. Or if you want to take him in the second round, I'm not mad at that at all. If you say you go Henderson or Hampton first round, you get Royals in the second round, I'm not mad at that. But look, man, it's always these guys out of these smaller schools, Utah State. I mean, this dude is like I said, I think Jayden Reed is the best comp because you can kind of give him the ball really like have the Packers use Jayden Reed on those end arounds, on those jet sweeps, get him the ball in kind of the screen game, and occasionally he's gonna take the top off on you, man. But yeah, the only negative I really have for him is just he's not too much of a 50-50 guy. But I will say, like, that's just on his tape though. But I will say in the league, the best receivers, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, and Steve Smith did a whole special on this guy. I advise all of you guys to go check that one out. I mean, he went into detail about Jalen Royals, but yeah, I'm a huge Jalen Royals guy, man.
I agree. I mean, I've just seen on his tape where it don't matter if a defender's there or not. He's gonna play bully ball to catch the football, and I feel like that's huge. And it's not a head tap, but I mean, if you can push a defender away and grab the ball, then it's huge. So.
Facts. But hey, Trav, who you got for number four?
I have Jayden Higgins at number 4 from Iowa State. He's not a guy that is going to be super big, but I feel like you can use him in a role. He's fast, slot guy. I really like him. I think he's underrated. I also think that you can grab him in a spot that is very team friendly. I like him a lot. I think he's one of the more slept on guys.
Yeah, Jayden Higgins for me, I didn't even have him. I have him listed maybe as my honorable mentions. But I would not be mad at him at all. He's 6'4", runs a 4.4. He does have a really solid route tree. I think the only thing for him is just the size aspect. I know he's 6'4", and I just think um well, it's not really his size, to be honest. It's just
He's
yeah,
underweight.
no,
I
I kind
mean,
of
he's
yeah,
6'4", 214. I mean, you could use him in the
yeah, it's
slot. He's fast, but I mean, I
yeah,
like
like
him, but I don't think the height
yeah.
is a huge factor.
I don't think it's a huge factor. I just think I think Denver's kind of looking for that slot guy. I think on the outside, they're going to use Mims and they're going to use Courtland or shit, Troy. And that's the guy we going to get into later in the episode. But I think they're going to use those guys for the outside. And I think Denver's looking for a guy they can use in the slot, a guy that can win on the line of scrimmage. I think that's the kind of guy I'm looking for. Um, which kind of goes to my number 4 guy on my list. Now I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people are gonna say I might have him just a little bit too low. Actually, I'm gonna bump him up a bit. I'm gonna bump him up a bit. I'm gonna move this other guy down. Jack Beck. Do you know anything about Jack Beck, the guy at TCU?
Yeah, he's underrated. He's sneaky good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I look. I know it's another guy we're gonna bring up later about Wes Welker. I think this guy reminds me of Lad, bro. But like, I don't even like he's just faster in my opinion, bro. Like, I really do love Jack Beck. If the Broncos were to get him, and the thing is about him, you can really get him in like maybe the third, fourth round. I don't really see it unless a team, like I say reaches on him, but I think you can really get him in like the third or fourth round. But yeah, what you think about Jack Beck?
I like Beck and his story. I mean, his brother passed away in the New Orleans incident. I like his story. I think he played at LSU for a little bit. Don't think he got to see the field there much, and then went and balled out with TCU. I do like him. I think he would be a good fit for the Broncos. I like him a lot.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, for people who don't really know Beck, he's 6'1", 214. He had a really good year at TCU. It just to me what kind of stood out. Like I'm looking at all the really good route runners in this draft, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need a guy that's gonna line up in that line of scrimmage and just win. And I mean, look, Higgins can be that guy too. I just think Sean is looking for something else. I don't think he's looking for another 6'4" guy. But look, I'm not opposed to it because look, Sutton is coming up on that contract year, so they could be looking to replace him. But they talking about extending him, so I
So
don't think they go that way.
I'm gonna
And
be
plus
honest
Baylor
with
too.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't mean Higgins. Like I just now noticed this, bro. I meant Jalen Noel because he's a 5'10", 194-pound receiver
Okay,
that has a pretty fast 40,
glitchy.
twitchy, and I feel like he could be that slot guy that we're looking for. So that's really who I meant there. That's my bad.
Okay, yeah, that was no problem. Yeah, man, he's a the thing about Jalen Noel, which I really do like you said, great route runner. He can line up in the slot. My mock for Noel, I'll probably say Christian Kirk is my mock, but I mean he's coming off a really good senior year. He had almost 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. I mean he was a dog. I mean, and if you watch his film, to me it's Christian Kirk, bro. It's Christian Kirk. He's just the needle mover. He's a guy that's gonna win at the top of his route, get the ball out quick. He's a guy like I definitely I definitely liked him. I had some guys over him for sure, because I do think but I will say this, he's a guy you can get in like I will say maybe the fifth. I don't know if he'll last that long. We'll see, but I feel like he could be one of those guys that just falls in the draft. And I'm not gonna lie, if Denver's like, man, look, if he's gonna be on the board, say fifth round, I wouldn't mind holding off because I don't know if Denver's going to draft two receivers or what they're going to do, but just say they don't draft a receiver in the first 2 rounds and he's sitting at round 4. I'm not mad at it at all, and I think it'll be a big help for this offense.
I agree.
But yeah, who's your number 3?
My number 3 is Luther Burton.
Yeah,
Gadget guy, and a lot of people won't really talk about it. Prior to Burton's last year, I mean, everybody said he was going to be the wide receiver one of this class. Like he was looking like the best receiver. He gives me that Debo aspect of a player. He's quick. You can dump the ball off to him and he'll get 30, 40 yards. Or he can stretch the field. I just feel like he's a guy that can do a little bit of everything, and I like him a lot. If there wasn't two receivers better than him, I would probably have him at one because I do like him a lot, and I feel like if Sean Payton gets his hands on another Joker guy that can play, like Mims, then defenses aren't going to know how to stop this offense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Luther Burden for me, we got him at the same place. He's number 3 for me without a doubt. I mean, look, this year he didn't have his senior year. He didn't have that crazy of a year. Um, this past season, Missouri kind of fell off a little bit, but the year before that, bro, he was killing, absolutely killing. I mean, he had over 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, and he was arguably one of the best wide receivers in college football. I mean, if you look at his combine, he was graded the third best wide receiver at the combine. He was third in production. He ran a 4.41, absolutely ridiculous. Um, like you said, he's a gadget guy. You can use him on the Debo, but another thing about him as well, he's a really good route runner. He's got natural playmaking skills and instincts. And he has really good hands too. I would say my comp for him is just really a more athletic. I'm not gonna say athletic, a more versatile Garrett Wilson. I think you can kind of use him a little bit more than Garrett Wilson is used. But I think for the receiving aspect, he reminds me a lot of watching Garrett Wilson. But I think you can use him on those end rounds and those jet sweeps in the screen game and get him the ball and just let him work with it. He's really good after the catch. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think he's going to go in the first round. I think unless like a team falls in love with him, I don't see him going in the first round. I have been seeing stuff about Miami possibly taking him, but look, if we take Luther Burden at 20, I'm not mad at it one bit. Like I said, this dude's a dog. You can use him in a lot of different ways, and he's another joker for Sean. And you could definitely line him up in the slot. I mean, he played outside and inside at Missouri all the time. Like they lined him up anywhere, and he wins against anything. So if you able to get him and you put him in a slot, you let him work against slot corners and linebackers and whatever they may put on him, it's barbecue chicken for this offense, bro.
Oh, I agree. I think that he's a guy that wherever he goes is going to be really good. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
bro.
Like he could go on a team that has mid quarterback play, and he's going to be good. I mean,
Yeah,
that's just who
like
he is.
yeah, and the only thing that they were saying was the weakness for him is that a lot of his catches were targeted inside of 10 yards. Well, guess what? That's a strength when it comes to the Broncos. That's definitely a strength. But the one thing I will say is do not be surprised if he falls to the second round and you see Sean maybe trade up. Like I would not be surprised if because nobody really has him going in the first round. Like I it was at a point where he was getting mocked to us at 20, but I think a lot of that has died down because they think we're going to take running back in the first round, which I believe that may be the choice depending on who's available. But I'm not going to lie to you. If he falls to the second round, I would not be surprised if Denver trades up, maybe trades a future fourth round pick along with their second now and move up a few spots to go get him because he's that damn good. And for him not even to be a first round pick is crazy.
Do you think that if Hampton and Genty are off the board at 20, do you think there's a world Denver trades back to the late first and then, you know, trades up, in the second? Or, like, do you not see that being, like, because I feel like if there's not an offensive playmaker, then, like, Denver should trade back.
I don't think trading back is out the realm of possibility. I just don't think Denver might do it. I don't think Sean wants to trade back unless you're getting a haul. Now, unless a team is like, man, we want to really trade up. Like, say a team like Buffalo is like, man, we want to trade up. We'll give you our second round pick and our first round pick to trade up to this one spot. And I mean, at that point, I think you take it. I think that's something that especially if your guys are gone. But I think the way it's looking, we don't know who the Broncos guy is. We saw last year when everybody saying they should trade back because they wanted Bo Nix. I see a lot of people are now drawing the Travion Henderson. They're riding the Travion Henderson train, talking about him being in Denver. But knowing Sean, especially after he got snaked from Mahomes, man, like I don't know trading back. Like I said, unless you get a massive haul, I see Broncos trading up. But like, unless you getting some crazy back, I don't see Denver trading back. Even if like everyone's off the board, I think they're gonna take their guy in the first. But I don't know.
I could see that. I just
What about you?
if we go D tackle in the first round, I'm not happy, bro. I'm gonna
I
be
mean,
honest.
it really depends on who the D tackle, but I think that's what George Payton wants to do. I don't know if that's what Sean wants to do. I think because I mean, look, what we heard from Greg Penner's talking about he want to trade up. Sean is content, where they at, and when he's going offense. That's I think Sean's mindset is offense. George Payton is always that defensive best player available guy. I wouldn't be mad at a Kenneth Grant. the only reason why I wouldn't be mad at taking a D tackle or the defensive lineman in the first is because there are a lot of guys on contract. Their contracts are up at that position where you're gonna have to address that position anyway. It just you don't have to address it now. D tackle, look, there's gonna be so many good defensive tackles. It's not even just in free agency, but in the draft next year as well. This is
I
so
mean,
many
you
tackles to
can
go
address
around.
that, and I mean, dude, like you can
Yeah,
address that in
like
like round 3.
yeah, but I will say I wouldn't be like I would be like, damn, bro, like I would love to go with Buka there, but I'm like, if you
Like,
get a Kenneth Grant, like if we're talking about the long haul,
I mean, if that
we might,
dude, if Burton or Abuka are there,
I
or
don't think they take I don't think they take a D tackle over like an insane offensive guy that's still on the
you
board.
might think I'm crazy. If Colston Loveland's there at 20, you take him over the D tackle, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, you take the offensive playmaker, bro. Like, our we know that our defense is
Over
gonna be
Kenneth Grant, I
our
don't know,
dude. We
man.
know our defense is gonna be good next year.
Yeah, no, I
So
agree.
you can wait for a year, or you can even get a guy later in like the third or
I'm not mad at
fourth
what you
round.
said.
Like
Yeah,
I just feel like
yeah.
we added Evan Ingram, but we've not added anything else offensively, bro. So we need
Yeah.
to be offensive heavy 1,000% in the draft.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, yeah. But hey, man, what's your number two?
I have
I
Matt
think I know.
Golden at number 2. I
Yeah.
feel like Matt Golden, he took that role when Worthy and Mitchell left, and he took that big step to being what exactly the Longhorns knew he could be. He's pretty fast. I think that he may have the best tracking in this class as a receiver. His tracking skills are elite. And off the line of scrimmage, man, it's just an instant um, playmaker, man. Like I like Golden a lot. Like if you can't get the guy above Golden on my list, then you get Golden. That's my take.
Yeah, shout out to him. He went to UH and he's from Houston. So I got to see him a lot at UH. But I will say, man, the dude is in terms of being a complete receiver, I think him and Ibuka are the top two. And we're gonna get into number one just a second. But I mean, 5'11", 191. He runs a 4.29, bro.
It's quick.
I mean, yeah, he's got the route tree, he's got the body control, he's got route tempo. I mean, he has everything. In the biggest moments he stepped up for UT, that's what made him their best receiver. Um, you know, I don't really see like the only thing I will say, maybe at the line of scrimmage, he can get pushed around a little bit. But I mean, other than that, though, like once you get stronger, that's something you can fix, especially when you get into the league. But I don't know if he'll be there for us at 20. I know that sounds crazy to say, but if he is there, I'm not mad at this pick at all. My comp for him, and I think it's a lot of people's comp too, I would say is Olave. I think I would say Olave, I would say he's, to me, a better route runner than Olave. I think that's the only thing I will say, but I think that's the perfect comp for him. Both of them kind of, if you look at both of their tapes and you watch it side by side, it's kind of very similar. I do also think he's a better go up and get it at the point of attack type of receiver than Chris Olave. But I mean, hey, look, man, Matthew Golden, he rose his draft stock up after the combine because he was a bona fide second round pick. And this got him the way his combine and all of that, it jumped him up for sure to a first round pick. I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas took him. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the, a team like hell. I wouldn't be surprised if a team like Minnesota took him just to get another receiver on the team. I wouldn't be surprised if any one of those teams in the late first round or even teams before it's like he's gonna go in the first round. To
One
who I
thousand
don't know
percent.
yet, but yeah, he's a dog, bro. And I mean, you look at his year at Texas. I mean, the stats don't really compared to everyone else, but look, he was at UT, bro. And UT is loaded. He almost had 1,000 yards. He had 9 touchdowns. And like I said, if you watch the games, bro, in the biggest moments, he was their go-to guy. And he made plays. He made play after play after play, especially in the playoff. I mean, this dude, he was ridiculous, bro.
He was. I mean, he was a big part of their success.
Yeah,
Like true success. He was their best player. I mean, offensively, their best player.
exactly. But Trav, talk to me. I feel like I already know who your number one is, bro, because I feel like we both have the same one.
I have Emeka Egbuka at number 1.
My boy.
I feel like he would just be Bo Nix's best friend, bro. Like he's just a guy, bro. Like his route running's good. Like, and I know a lot of people, are probably going to sleep on him due to the fact that he played at Ohio State, and there's always been great receivers there with him. Considering the kid that played there last year, their wide receiver one, it kind of put Egbuka in the shadow. But I think that his route running and just, dude, like in the slot, on the outside, I just feel like he's the best fit for the Broncos at receiver, 1,000%. He's just I think he's a guy that comes in day one and is elite. I may be wrong. This may get me crucified after we post this, but I think that he is the best receiver in this class. Like as a talent, I just feel like his upside is Amon Ra, and if the Broncos get an Amon Ra type receiver with Bo Nix, the league might be on notice.
He's the best receiver in the draft. The best receiver in the draft. He's the best. He's the best receiver in this draft, bro. I mean, you could watch the tape, everything about it. I mean, he's unreal. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. The fact that he isn't talked about getting drafted in the top 10, it to me is insane, bro. I mean, he's 6'1". I mean, he's taller than Amon Ra, 202. I mean, the dude is just a dog. I mean, you just put on a film, bro. Insane route runner. He can stretch the field. He can win he's probably the best route runner in the draft. Um, I mean, he got pro feet. He's not a bad blocker by any means necessary.
Oh,
Like
he's
that was
pretty
not a
good.
weakness. Yeah, that's not a weakness in this game. He's a damn good blocker. Um, the only thing I think he does lack sometimes could be his quickness, but I don't care. The dude can get flat out open. I mean, I can go on and on about him, Egbuka. He can play outside. He can play in the slot. I mean, he is literally the perfect receiver, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Out of Ohio State, it's just crazy to me. Like, I guess because he didn't run the 40 or whatever it was. I don't know why this dude was not picked. It's not picked to go higher. But hey, bro, if you able to pair him with this offense, he is the receiver that you need. Like you said, I think Amon Ra, JSN are the perfect pro comps for him, bro. I mean, I definitely think he comes to Denver, he's gonna have a bigger immediate impact than JSN, even though JSN was wide receiver 3, but still, like this dude, he just gets open, bro. He finds a way to get open. You can, like I said, you can play him anywhere. You don't have to take him on no snaps because he can block. And he's just overall, like me and you was talking about. I mean, he's just a good dude, bro. Like he would fit right along with our culture. And you get him and you line him up wherever you want. Just say line him up in the slot, bro. With Courtland being that one-on-one guy, Mims being the gadget guy, Evan Ingram, like he would complete everything. Getting him would just it would make the room look entirely different because we would finally have that elite guy that can just win on the outside, on the inside, and you can use him as a gadget guy if you want to. That's not some of his strong suits, but you can still do that if you want to if you're Denver. This past year, he had over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, 81 catches. I mean, now mind you, his junior year, like you said, he was overshadowed. But go back to his sophomore year with Ohio State. He had arguably a better year than this year. 74 catches. He had over 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. I mean, bro, he's unreal. You watch the tape, bro. It's like, how is he not considered the best receiver in the draft? Like, I get T Mac and everything, and I don't even think me and you named T Mac. So, it's just he does everything so well, bro. So well. And I think the difference between him and Amon Ra, he can go up and get it too. Not
Yep.
saying that that's one of his strong suits, but Amon Ra is kind of the underneath. He's strictly underneath. Like he can play outside too, but he's strictly the underneath guy. Egbuka can do so much, bro.
I agree, and I think a big factor that people aren't factoring in is like Sean Payton likes a receiver that can block.
Yeah,
And we know that he's had a bunch of mid guys on his rosters blocking for him. So if you can get a guy that's
good guy.
damn near perfect as a prospect, as a receiver that can also block, I mean that screams Sean Payton. If the Broncos can't get a running back at pick 20, or they don't trade up for Genty, I think
He's the pick,
I
bro.
think they have to, bro. Like, and if he's not there, then it's probably Burden.
Yeah,
But
or Henderson.
I think you can get Henderson in the second though. I really do.
It depends. Like I can see a lot of teams. Yeah, maybe, but it's just crazy to me, bro, that this dude is just and okay for everybody wondering, he ran a 4. I think he ran a 4.45 at his pro day. for everybody wondering about his 40. But I mean, bro, that's still elite. Like, I don't care nobody say, bro. 4.45 and you can do a little bit of everything. Like,
Do you
it's
think
just
do you think it's a problem that, no Denver scouts were at the Ohio State Pro Day?
I think if anything, that's in our favor.
Do you think that's a
Because
smokescreen, to act like we're not interested, or what do you think it
yeah.
is?
Uh-huh. Bro, Sean has done this so many times. I think last year was kind of harder because we're in the quarterback market. So you have to go every quarterback, you know what I'm saying? And show you got interest in them because that's just what you got to do. I think this year, he ain't letting nobody know who the hell he want, bro. We don't know who the hell he's gonna take. Um, but I'm not gonna lie. But look, they did send scouts there. They brought in a lot of um Ohio State guys. So they've obviously done their due diligence on the
So
guys.
they
Like they
they've
brought in
met they've met Judkins, like they've met with him. I think
and they met with Henderson too.
and Henderson. So they've met with both running backs. I don't know if I've heard anything about Egbuka, but I've heard both running backs being, supposedly the team likes them. So
Yeah,
um,
it did come out today that a lot of the meets with like that Sean Payton has done, he's kind of kept it closed door. So you probably won't hear anything about it unless you ask one of the players, like, hey man, what teams that did you meet with? I don't think the Broncos want to get it out because you never know. Hey, look, say you never really know. Like they may trade up, never know, or they may stay at 20 and just be like, man, nobody think we finna go Egbuka.
yeah, I mean
Nobody know we finna
that's
go him.
true. And I mean,
And they just mess up everybody. Broncos take it, Emeka Egbuka, and you're like, oh shit,
with the
damn.
running
I
back
thought we were gonna.
class, you can do that. Like, and that's the thing. You can go, and same with tight end and receiver. You can go any position, and like, will I be happy if they go defense round one? Probably not. But I won't be too mad because you can get these other guys in, like GP said, you can get them from round one to round five, and
Yeah,
that's tight end, receiver, like running back. You can get a good guy from start to finish, damn near.
yeah, and shout out to the guys over there at Locked On Broncos, Sayer and Cody, bro. They said he's the missing piece. He is the missing piece, bro. I don't even know why the Broncos. I mean, look, I love Travion Henderson, and I wouldn't be mad. To be honest, if we take any Buckeye, I'm chilling. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, bro, you get him. Like, if we get him, I'm not gonna lie to you, he's gonna have that type of impact where it's like where you could literally make that jump and fuck making the playoffs. You could make that jump into possibly winning the division, bro. You get him. Like you get him, it breaks open the offense. Like there, there's no missing piece anymore. He is that piece. You plug him in, bro. He makes everyone. It's gonna make everyone so much better, bro. Like we said, Court, Franklin, Mims, Vele. I mean, bro, the running back class is deep, bro. Like you could still maybe trade up in the second round, but and get a guy. But I'm not gonna lie, I think the Broncos won Judkins. I think Henderson is the better fit. But again, you never know with Sean, bro. They haven't maybe they've been leaking that they interviewing Judkins because they really want Henderson and they don't want guys to know that they want Henderson. You never know,
They
bro.
need
But
an every down back, bro. So Judkins is an every down back. Henderson is not. And you heard GP say that too. He in quotations said, "We need a every down back." Like, and
I mean, we'll see. I think Sean definitely. I
but
don't know. We'll see.
you could go Henderson round two, and then get
Nah,
a
if we ever
Martinez later.
landed, if we landed in Buka and Henderson, I don't know what I would do.
Uh,
That would be like the dream
we know
draft,
you're buying their jerseys
bro. Dog.
ASAP.
If we find a way to land both of them round one, round two, or just say for example, we get what's his name? Buka round one. Say Juggins gets taken and we find Henderson is at our pick at 51 and we get both Ohio State guys, that's just a dream come true. But yeah, Egbuka, it's crazy because I think me and you both had the same top three.
Yeah, we did.
Burden, who's the guy we had at two? Oh, Golden,
Golden.
Burden, Golden, and Egbuka.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, those guys are dogs. But yeah, hey man, give me some of your underrated guys. I think me and you got one of the same ones.
So I only have two because I messed up on that fourth receiver. But I have Efton Chism. A lot of people aren't going to know who he is. He's a slot type receiver. really great receiver that people aren't looking into. If I'm not mistaken, him and Cooper Kupp played at the same college, which is pretty cool. But he gives me like that Wes Welker vibe, and I interviewed Dante Thornton, and Dante Thornton was at the West Shrine Bowl, and Chisholm was the only receiver that was unstoppable. A DB couldn't stop him. Slot, outside. He was just open every single play. And he just gives me that I'm a Sean Payton guy vibe. I like him a lot. I do think he's very underrated. I think you can get him later in the draft. He is a slot guy. I mean, based off of his build, he's a shorter receiver. But, dude, he's an absolute dog. Like, people don't even know, like this dude was hurdling over DBs, bro. Like, you know, he went to Eastern Washington, bro.
Yeah.
He had 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, 5'11", 200 pounds. I just feel like and this might be a crazy take. He gives me Cooper Kupp, Wes Welker vibes, bro. Like I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna dominate the slot. I can go on the outside and make plays too. Very underrated guy, bro. Like people are sleeping. Like
I'm glad you brought him up too, because not only does he look like Cooper Kupp, but like you said, they went to the same school. I mean, I'm saying like his face, like facial, he looks like Cooper. He looks like Cooper Kupp on some crazy stuff. Like went to the same school, kind of have somewhere. I think Cooper Kupp is just taller than him though. He's 5'11". But yeah, hey man, the Broncos did go meet with him. Look, this is such a Sean Payton guy.
It is, and you can get
it's
him
such
late.
a Sean Payton guy, bro. I would not be surprised if we pick him early for the 5th round. Broncos go get him, because I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't be surprised if the Rams looking at him too.
Oh,
I would not be surprised if the Rams
1,000%, 1,000% looking at him.
But yeah, I'm glad you brought him up, because that's a guy I think people that I would love Denver to take. And he's gonna be there, bro. That's the thing. He's gonna be there.
He is, and I didn't know who he was. I'm gonna be real with you. I had no idea who he was until
I didn't know either, bro.
I did that interview with Thornton, and I was like, who was the guy that stood out to you at the Shrine Bowl? And he was like, you're not going to believe it. It's Efton Chism from Eastern Washington.
Crazy.
And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. He was like, nobody can stop him. Like no DB. And mind you, Kobe Bryant was at the East West Shrine Bowl. So there was good DBs there. And we got to think Jimmy Horn was there. Like there was good receivers there too. And this guy was the best receiver. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on.
Yeah. I would say for me, my sleeper guy will be Tory Horton, Colorado State Broncos. They sent wide receiver coach, I forget the guy's name. Do you know our wide receiver coach name, man? I completely forgot. I always forget his name. He used to play receiver. Kerry Colbert. I got it. Kerry Colbert. Yeah, Kerry Colbert. Yeah. They did go, to go check Tory Horton out. Look, I ain't gonna lie. Tory Horton is the only player that ever stood out to me at Colorado State when I would see their game on TV. Like you said, I think you brought up before the pod that he was hurt this year. But I mean, hey man, Tory Horton, he ran a 4.4. I think definitely for him, he just he plays like a vet, bro. I don't know how to really describe it for real. Like I don't even know how to describe him, bro. He's really good at tracking the ball. He's not that great at the line, but like he's just a guy that knows how to get open. I will say that. Not necessarily with his route running, but for what Sean likes to run, I think he can definitely be a good fit for this offense. The only thing for him is I just don't think he's not that great of a route runner. He's not that great of a route runner, but I will say he still does have really good athletic ability. He's really good at getting out of his breaks. And I'm not gonna lie, he's really good yards after the catch. When it comes to Yak, bro, he's damn good. And I'm not gonna lie, he was at Colorado State for a minute, bro. He was at I think he played all 4 years, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I know he played at Nevada too.
Yeah, Nevada. Yeah. He got hurt this past year, but I mean, you look at before this year, the past 2 years. Hey, he was a dog at Colorado State, bro. Both in 2023, he had 96 catches, over 1,100 yards, and he had 8 touchdowns in 2022 and 2023 each season. I mean, so he's a guy that's used to getting some of the workload. But I'm not gonna lie, the reason why I say I kind of have him as a sleeper He's got the Colorado ties. The Broncos are sending people out to specifically go look at him for that school. And he's a guy that could slip. Like, he's one of those guys in the draft, I'm not gonna lie, that could definitely slip into like the 5th, 6th round. Like, not saying that that's his value. Like, I definitely think he should be like at the minimum. No, I'll say at the maximum a day 4 pick. Yeah, yeah, a
I agree.
maximum
I
a day
agree.
4 pick. But yeah, he's a guy that can definitely fall to. And plus, he shined at their pro day. But yeah, I think if the Broncos just you're sitting in the 6th round, you want to go, like, do you go receiver twice? Do you double dip? I think Tory Horton's got it. They could do that with.
I agree. I think, like I told you before the pod, that if he would have declared last year,
He'd have been like a 3rd round
he'd have
pick.
been like a 2nd round, 3rd round pick.
Yeah.
Um, I think that he's a guy that we could pick up to maybe, um, shadow behind Courtland Sutton.
Yeah.
Considering that we're getting ready to give Sutton an extension, I think we could shadow Tory behind him for a couple of years, and then have a guy that could kind of fit in that role, to similar to a Sutton type guy.
Yeah, nah, and bro, he's 6'3", 185. And the one thing I will say, look, he played 5 years in college. He's still 22. So he's still very young, man, very young. He is coming off that injury, but I think, hey, look, before the injury though, he was killing before the injury. Like, he had that game against Oregon State where he had like 10 catches, a buck 60, something like that. I mean, he was, bro,
He's a
he's still a
dog.
dog. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, no, he's still a dog. But like, his tape, it just jumps out to me because, like I said, he just isn't that great of a route runner, but he's not bad. You know what I'm saying? But I think all in all, like you said, he would have been a 3rd round pick last year. But I will say, the one thing that does stand out, he did run a really fast 40 for his size. Usually 6'3", 6'4" guys aren't running 4.4s, early 4.4s. So that's one thing to look out for Tory Horton, man.
I agree. I like him a lot too. I think that he's a sleeper guy.
But yeah, hey man, you got anybody else you want to talk about for in the draft? Any
Actually, you know
receivers?
what? I just thought about it. Bro, I really feel like he's gonna be good, bro. 6'5", ran the second fastest 40 for a guy that's 6'5". I gotta show love to my guy Dante Thornton Jr., Bo
Yeah,
Nix's former teammate. Um, I don't really know what round he's gonna get picked at. Um,
I saw
but
some early as the 4th or the 3rd.
I feel like he is a guy that, man, like he could be DK Metcalf, bro. Like, he's huge. He's fast. Like,
I Yeah.
and even like, I know he played at Tennessee. That's my college team, and I interviewed him, so I might be a little biased. But I do really like his game. A lot of people don't realize that, like, he did battle through some injuries at Tennessee that kind of suppressed his stats. But if you look back at Bo Nix in Auburn with Dante Thornton, they made a lot of plays together.
Yeah,
Um,
but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think Miami is gonna go crazy trying to draft this dude. I mean, he's six, bro. No guy 6'5", 200 pounds should be running a 4.3. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. Didn't even like he was running full speed. Like,
he's quick as shit, bro. Like,
bro,
he's
he did
so
not look like he was
fast.
running full speed, bro. Like, I definitely think this dude. I mean, he ranked 6th in the combine in athleticism score for wide receivers. I mean, he's just an athletic. I mean, he's a beast, bro. Like, he can track the ball. Like, we already talked about his speed. He knows. I mean, that's really when you're that big, bro, and he's strong too. Like when you got that speed, that tracking ability, and you're strong like that, bro, you are just the ultimate deep threat, bro. Like I'm telling you, like whoever gets him, I wouldn't be mad if it's Denver at all. But I think he's like a 3rd, 4th round guy. I think Miami. Don't be surprised if a team like Miami, who literally drafts only Mike McDaniel's a speed demon, bro. Do not be surprised if that man takes him, especially with Tyreek supposedly wanted out, and I think they need a wide receiver, another wide receiver 3. Do not be surprised if he goes down into Miami. But I will say, I would love him in Denver. Like you brought up, him and Bo Nix already have a rapport, and I think I'm not gonna lie to you, he could be that. He could be another take the top off a guy. I mean, my fault. Take the top off the defense guy like Mims, but just insanely better. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Mims is a great deep threat, but this dude here.
Oh, he's.
We
I mean,
talking
his
about
his
literally,
build is gonna give him that advantage, man. I mean, up the
bro.
stretch, 100%.
You want to talk about a 50-50 guy? You press him, he gets by you. It's house call.
It is a
It's
thousand, a
literally
thousand
a house
percent.
call every time. It's a house call,
And I
bro.
mean, there's a clip. I don't know if you've seen the clip, but it's when Tennessee played Vandy. Like he ran a slant, dude. And I'm not even kidding, bro. He caught the ball and literally cooked the whole defense. Like he's just he's so fast. Like people don't even realize like how fast this guy is um, for his size. Like he is. And what's crazy is like I was texting him the day before the combine, and I was like, "Bro, you're gonna kill it, bro. People are gonna know who Dante Thornton is tomorrow." And he was all over the feed, bro. But I was like, "This guy, 6'5", ran one of the fastest 40s. He's gonna be crazy, and wherever he goes, I'm rooting for him, so it don't really matter.
Who's your comp for him?
I would say a quicker DK or a quicker you know what? A quicker Xavier Leggett would be valid. Big
Yeah,
body. Yeah.
yeah, I agree. I would say I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I watch tape at Tennessee, he's like a bigger Nico. I'm not saying he's gonna be Nico Collins, but I think definitely he's a bigger Nico and faster.
That's where he wants to play.
Oh, for real?
He wants to play in Houston. Yeah, he said that was his like favorite NFL team. So
That's crazy. Yeah, he would be, bro. It would just be another Nico, just faster, bro. Just put him on a post route and just let him burn the corner and the safety, bro. But yeah, man.
hey,
Um,
Baltimore too. I mean, he said Houston and Baltimore were his two favorite teams, but he said that any team because he's wanting to go to the league. So any
yeah,
team,
shit.
but bro, think about him with Lamar, bro. Like
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. Him with man, he goes over there. Baltimore need a receiver like him too. They need a guy that can one go get it and just a receiver. They need receivers in general. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, but he'd be the perfect piece because you got Flowers, who's kind of the slot guy. Bateman's the solidified wide receiver too. I mean, hey, look, you never know. He could be that. He could be the guy.
he could be. I kind of want to see him go to Houston and play on the other side of Nico. I think that'd be tough.
That'd be crazy, bro.
That'd be
But
super
yeah,
tough.
one guy I do want to bring up that a lot of people who is a free agent that a lot of people have been kind of talking about a little bit more, and I think we talked about him in our first episode. Elijah Moore. Um, and the only reason I'm really bringing him up is because Sports Illustrated. Shout out to Zach Kelberman. He put out an article about you know, Elijah Moore and said the Broncos said to make sense for vet wide receiver with elite speed. It's crazy how you put vet in front of this man name and he's 24. Well, he just turned 25. My fault. Um, now, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, he's only, I think he's been tied to the Raiders. I think that's the only team, but I would absolutely love for the Broncos to go get him. Now that's just being said. I'd rather have a Emeka Egbuka any day of the week, or a few guys in these draft. I mean, but if the Broncos were to get him, I feel like bro. I'm surprised he's still a free agent. Number one, two, it's just kind of crazy because I know his value isn't that high. I know you can get him for probably a 2 to 3 year deal for like maybe what 6 million a year, if that. Like, I'm surprised a guy like, and he was not bad, bro. Like, he was not bad. He just really didn't get the ball. Like, and it's just like, damn, bro, he just sitting there in free agency. That's crazy.
Yeah, I like him a lot. The thing that stands out to me is he's young. 25 years old. Still, he hasn't really hit his prime. He's not had really a breakout year either. I think he's like kind of like Mr. Consistent though. Like his numbers kind of stay around the same every year.
He's always been a wide receiver too.
But I do think that he could break out if he came to Denver on this receiving core. But I've been hearing a lot, and I don't know how you feel about this. I've been hearing a lot about Troy Franklin going to number 11 is to bring in Tyler Lockett, who formerly wore number 16 with Seattle.
I wouldn't mind Tyler.
He's old though. I want to be young.
Yeah, it's not even really that. It's like, yeah, it's kind of that. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
is that, bro. It is
It's that
that.
he's yeah. Like, I wouldn't mind us getting him, but I'm like, get Elijah Moore. He right there. And I'm not gonna lie, he's a damn good route runner too. That's the thing for me. That's just kind of like, damn, man. Like, because I'm gonna tell you, he's probably gonna go to a team like the Cardinals, bro, or like or like he's probably gonna go. I heard the Raiders been linked to him. I hope he don't go to the Raiders, bro. Like I'm pretty sure he's kind of waiting on the offers for that team where he can actually get a better shot. I hope the Broncos make him some type of offer because say the Broncos really like, man, we want running back and then tight end. We don't want a receiver until like round 3, bro. Go get this dude. Like he's young. You can sign him for a really like we said, cheap long term deal, and you can, bro. You have your guy. Like I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I wouldn't be mad at it at all. I think him and this. I think you give him a year with Sean. Maybe after the first year, bro. That second year, he can really take off for real, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, um,
I
yeah.
agree.
You got any other receivers you want to talk about?
Uh, not
Are you good?
not really. I mean, there's some guys that I think we could get like late, like possibly Jimmy Horn. But
Okay.
I don't think that he's like, and this might be unpopular. I don't think he's a guy that's like coming to Denver and going to be an immediate playmaker on the team. I mean,
Yeah.
I think every receiver in our room is better than him, and that's not even trolling.
Okay. I do want. I do want to hear your thoughts on T Mac.
Uh, I think that he could be a bust. He doesn't watch film.
That
Against
was an old clip, but okay, I got
I
you.
mean, still, like, bro, come on, bro. Like, we gotta admit that, like, even if it's an old clip, bro, like, um, good. What do they say? Good. Oh, fuck. What am I trying to say? Good practices result in good results, right? This guy went on an interview and said, "I don't watch film unless I'm with my team." So does he really love the game? Is my question. And let's be real. Against good defenses, he can't get open. His route running is ass. Um, I just I think Courtland Sutton does everything Tet does better.
Yeah, look, I like Ted. I think Ted is one of those guys that, he's a really good 50-50 guy. I think he's probably got the best catch radius I may have probably have ever seen. But I think that's what he is. I think, his pro comp for me is like Drake London or Mike Evans. But I think if you want to compare him to Drake London, I think he's a significantly worse route runner. And is not as quick as Drake London was, especially coming out of college. Um, yeah, he just doesn't create a lot too much separation. Um, yeah, and he's not that good of a yak guy either. But I mean, he's going. Look, I'm telling you, bro. He's going that high because he's a big guy. He runs a solid 40, and he can go up and catch it. Like that's what he is. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I do think he can translate to the league in the right system. Like I think if they draft him to Tampa, I think he can be really good. I think that'd be the perfect, comparison to Mike. But I'm not gonna lie. I think he can translate though. I think he can. I think he can improve his route running. If he improves his route running just a little bit, I think he can be good. Like I think he's your not superstar breaking, but I think he can be like your average wide receiver one in the league. Because I'm not gonna lie, like we've seen a lot of guys like him be solid wide receiver ones, which I think he can be. I just don't think he'll be anything crazy. Like I think, yeah, I don't think he'll be anything like ever like a top 5 receiver in the league. But I think with if he goes to the right team, he can be really good. Like for example, if he falls to say like, oh shit, Dallas, I can see him maybe being good. But like
Yeah, because
I think for
he has
him,
CD. I mean, of course,
yeah,
like
like but like I think fit for him is definitely like key.
so.
I think he has to go to a team because if he goes to a team with not a good quarterback, expecting to be wide receiver one, it's not going to pan out too well.
Let,
But I think if he goes to a team like, say he goes to the Jets, say the Jets take him at 7, and I think he can be good with Fields. He's your typical go up and get it wide receiver. But the thing, but what makes him so good is his catch radius, bro. He has probably the best hands in the draft. I will give him that. He's got probably the best
I'll
hands in the
agree on
draft, bro.
that, but the thing is like a lot of people won't talk about it. When he played good teams, he was fucking terrible. Like
Yeah,
when he
no,
played good
yeah,
defenses, he
he's not.
sucks.
Yeah, no, he's not good. Like the one thing about him is he's like that's why I compare him to Mike because not saying Mike ain't good against our defenses, but Mike's not gonna beat the number one corner on the lineup, one-on-one, I'm going to cook you. He's a guy where he can beat the zone very well, or he going to go up and get it. And I think Ted is the same thing. I think he's a guy that can, you look, his weakness is going to be man coverage, bro. Against good DBs, he's going to struggle a lot in man coverage. But I think, when he's going to play his own defense, hey, we'll see.
I mean, we got to see, though, like, dude, like, and I hate to be this guy, but, like, the dude got good numbers against New Mexico, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like, bro, we're talking about.
I still think he's good, man. I ain't gonna lie. I do not want him to go to Denver, though. No.
I mean, dude, like, looking at his numbers, and I mean, I agree that, like, 50-50 ball, catch radius, he can have all that, right? But, dude, like, he only put up good numbers against booty-ass teams with booty defenses, dude. Like,
yeah,
we're talking, like, when he played Colorado, he got locked up, dude.
I mean, he had Trav on him. Like, look, I ain't saying you wrong. I'm just saying, like, say, for example, he goes to Green Bay.
What about Houston?
He'll be good in Houston.
No, when he played Houston.
Oh, I think I don't think I went to that game. I was supposed to go to that game. Did he do? I mean, Houston was terrible though. Did he do good?
No, he had 70 yards, dude.
Okay, that's not bad, bro. You talking about mid, 70 yards? 70 yards ain't bad,
that's
dog.
Mid, and he had 38 on Colorado, bro. He's mid.
70 yards ain't bad,
He's mid. Bro,
right.
Like, dude, he had his games that really carried him stat wise. Just listen and hear me out. TCU, like, bro, like his 3 games or 2 games that really inflates his numbers are West Virginia. They're fucking terrible. And,
bro, he had 1,300 yards though, Trav.
And 500 of it came in 2 games, bro.
I hear you, but like, bro, that's still.
Give me Emeka Egbuka and Luther Burton all day, bro.
No. Of course, no. I'm with you on that.
Teams that whichever team drafts Ted McMillan over Egbuka, Burton.
I would say if he goes to Carolina, he'll be good.
No, he won't. No.
Yeah, if he goes to Carolina, he'll be good.
Why? They already have Xavier Legette.
But they don't like. But I'm saying Xavier Legette can be used in a lot of different ways, though. I think you put Tech in there with Bryce, Dave Canales.
Ted ain't gonna be the one there, bro.
Yes, he will.
No, bro.
Who's gonna be the one?
Xavier Legette, bro.
No, bro. Ted goes there. Ted is better. Ted is better than Legette.
JMX, their coach said, we did not trade for DK.
I saw what he said.
We did not trade for DK Metcalf because we have young DK Metcalf, and we're going to use him as a wide receiver.
He has to say that, though, but that don't mean, bro. If Ted McMillan, bro, if they get Ted McMillan, he's the best receiver. It's not Legette, bro. I'm sorry.
Hey, you might.
It'll be Legette if they don't go receive, depending on who
crazy.
They don't draft.
I'm taking trade capital, or I'm trading for Michael Pittman, bro. All day over Ted, bro. I don't care, bro.
I mean, bro, like, you got like Pittman is terrible though.
No, Pittman's good. That's why, bro. Pittman's better than fucking Ted already.
Yeah, no, yeah, but bro, like, that's not what I'm. Of course, he's better than Ted, but I'm saying, like, it depends on what team he go to, bro. I just don't think he's absolute ass.
Bro, his face just pissed me off, dude.
Why?
He just pissed me off, bro. Like, he just always smiling and shit, bro. Like, that shit just, like, it just should aggravate me, bro. Like, and he's not, in my opinion, like, he's not better than Sutton, bro. You know?
I mean, I would hope, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, hey, bro, I'm doing it, bro.
He's a younger, bro. If anything, he's a younger Sutton. He's a younger Sutton.
He's gonna be a bust. Calling it right now.
I'm
calling it right now on April 4th of 2025, like 2 weeks outside from the draft, bro. Ted McMillan will be the bust of the first round. 1,000%. Yeah.
So if he go to Dallas, has 800 yards, you still talking about he a bust?
He'll only have those yards if Joe Milton starts.
Oh my God, not Joe Milton, Lord. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this man talking about Joe Milton, dog. I can't. But yeah, the last thing I want to talk about is Tez Johnson. Everybody knows the story of Tez Johnson, Bo Nix's adopted brother. Everybody, I don't know. Bronco fans have been absolutely hating this man. Like, don't want that motherfucker in the Broncos. I've been seeing it everywhere. I'm like, God damn. Like, I don't believe bro was tanking his draft stock. I don't know. Maybe he could have. I don't know really. Um, to be among the Broncos, we'll see. But I think he gets drafted to Denver, bro. All honesty, I think he does. I just think we saw them draft Troy last year, bro. I think I wouldn't be surprised if they drafted him and a guy like Ferguson, honestly. But look, I know he's 5'10, 154. He ran a 4.5. You know, the speed isn't crazy. My comp for him would be Tank Dell. I think Tank is obviously faster than him. But I mean, look, he's still a really good route runner. And I will say Tank was a better route runner and faster. But you know, look, the only weakness with him is his weight. Yeah, he 5'9", 150. We know that. But the dude is still a really good route runner. He's not slow. I still think in the slot, he's a really good safety blanket. I think you can use him kind of like how Seattle used Tyler Lockett. Now, Tyler Lockett ain't that, much taller than Tez. But I mean, hey, look at Tez's last 2 years at Oregon. The last year he played with Bo, he had 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. This year he had 900 yards. But he missed 2 games, so he probably would have got that 1,000-yard mark. 900 yards, 10 touchdowns. Look, I'm not completely opposed with taking Tez Johnson. Now, would I take him in the 3rd round? No. Would I take him in the 4th round? I'd entertain it. 5th round? Most definitely. I'm not against it. The story is there, bro, and he's not bad. Like, people acting like this man is chopped cheese. Like, bro, he was like, no matter how small you are, bro, he was good. I mean, Tank Dell, before he literally tore his ACL and then got hurt again, because he tore his ACL twice now, right?
He's been out twice, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, bro, he's been hurt, like, bro, but ain't nobody gonna say Tank Dell wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? He was still really good. And I'm not just gonna sit here and say that Tez Johnson is bad, bro. I would not mind us taking him.
I wouldn't mind it either. I feel like Tez Johnson hate is forced. I mean, you're hating on a guy that ran a slow 40. I'm gonna be honest. I could give 2 fucks how fast your 40 is.
Exactly, man.
What's your game speed like? What people don't want to talk about is Tez Johnson was the fastest receiver on the football field at the Reese Senior Bowl, with every other receiver there being some of the top guys. Tez Johnson had the fastest game speed, and he was absolutely dominating defensive backs at the Senior Bowl. I think the story's there. Tez is Bo's brother. They played at Oregon together. And I think that regardless of what Bronco fans think and what the average football fan thinks, I think Bo Nix definitely has a say on some of the picks that we pick.
Yeah, most definitely does.
Considering he's a Sean Payton guy, I think he at least has two offensive picks that he's gonna for sure say those are the guys I want.
Or at least like, hey man, what do you think about him? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's definitely something on the table. And look, man, Tyler Lockett is 5'10", bro, 180. Like, Tyler Lockett can make it in the league. Tez Johnson can make it in the league. I mean, it is what it is.
They were saying the same thing about Tank Dell though. Like people don't realize
they're saying the same thing.
Tank Dell's 40 wasn't the fastest either.
Yeah, like the only thing with Tank was Tank's film went viral. That's the thing with him. And CJ Stroud was like, bro, I want Tank Dell. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's that. But, I want to, man, I'm not tripping we taking Tez, bro. I would love Tez.
Me too.
Like, now, do I think he's the missing piece? That's yet to be determined. But I think he could be a good piece that you could add to this offense. I think he can be our slot guy. I don't think that's crazy to say. 100%. I think I would not be surprised if camp they like, man, this little dude killing us. We can't get our hands on him.
If he goes undrafted, then he's signing to Denver.
Undrafted?
I'm going to say that right now. People say that he's going to be an undrafted talent. If he goes undrafted, bro, I'm telling you right now.
Bro, there is no way in hell Tez Johnson goes undrafted.
If he does, I'm not saying he is, because I think we're going to draft him, right? Like, I would probably bet money that we draft him, actually. But, dude, if he goes undrafted, tell me I'm wrong that he's signing anywhere else, not Denver.
No, he would definitely sign with Denver, but my thing is, undrafted?
Bro,
crazy.
You wouldn't believe.
Going into a third, bro, he was a 3rd round lock.
I know, bro. You wouldn't believe, though. Like, people are mocking this guy not to be drafted. Like, that. Like I told you, the hate is forced. Like, 1,000% forced. Like, 1,000%, bro.
Yeah, they got him. Oh, my God. They got him ranked rounds 4 through 7.
I'm telling
that
you.
That is crazy.
If a team don't draft him, bro, we're getting him for free ski. It's over.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. What do you mean? Not drafted?
If he goes undrafted, bro,
What?
it's raps, bro. It's raps. Sean Payton will be grinning from ear to ear, buddy.
Bro, they got him ranked as the wide receiver 13th. The 13th? That's disrespectful.
I'm telling you that like people been hating on
Bro,
Tez
that's
heavy.
disrespectful.
But
That's
I like
disrespectful.
Tez, and I honestly, you know what? I think it give him a confidence boost to be back with Bo. I say draft him 1,000%.
Bro, he was arguably the best receiver at Oregon.
He was the best.
Back to back. I mean, Troy was probably better than him, but bro, it was close.
Yeah.
Like, he getting disrespected.
And imagine Troy.
But that's all cool
imagine
though, because
imagine
he
Troy
goes
and
to
Tez
different.
again.
That's just more fuel.
Imagine Troy and Tez again, bro. Hey, and if you can get Tez in the late rounds, bro, fuck it, bro. Let's get Dante Thornton too, boy.
Let's want 3 receivers.
Let's get Dante. Hey, let's get Terrence Ferguson, Dante Thornton, and Tez Johnson, bro, and let's call it Raps. That'll be our new receiving room.
It's crazy. And look, I know I said this was the last thing, but you know, I promise it's the last thing we get in the episode. You know, Tyreek Hill's been putting out all that stuff he wants traded. Would you want Denver to trade for him?
For the right price. Yeah.
Okay. Like what? What would be the price?
Like a third round pick or something, you know, a third and a sixth. You know, I'm not giving him no second or a first for the motherfucker. He's old, but he'd be an immediate impact.
Old?
He'd be an immediate impact, bro. Like, bro.
Okay, I don't think we should say he's old. Old is like 34, bro. He's 31. He's over 30. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. The only thing that kind of concerns me is his contract in 2026. He's 30 million. This next season, he's making 10. If you trade for him, you have an out after this year. If I'm Denver, now look, Sean Payton has traded for a player. He drafts.
Yep.
Now the players ain't been crazy. I think it was Adam Trautman one year, and who was John Franklin Myers.
Myers. Yep.
Now here's the thing about Tyreek. Do I think they trade for Tyreek? Probably not. But I would love it. The hell, this dude, bro.
I would love it too.
What was it, 2024? No. The year before this past season, he was voted as the #1 player in the NFL.
Yes. And people, like, I made a video about this on TikTok, and people were like, heck no, he's a diva. He messes up the culture. I don't give a fuck.
They were losing.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't give a fuck about nothing. If you come to the team, imagine Marvin Mims on one side and Tyreek on the other.
He can stick it to the Chiefs.
Come on, bro. Tyreek on one side, Marvin Mims on the other. Oh, bro, it's raps. Who's stopping that?
And Sutton.
And Troy. Who's stopping it?
Yeah, nah, I would definitely do that. Call me crazy. I give up pick 51. If they ask for that straight up, straight up. If they was like, man, give us pick 51 for Tyreek Hill. Nothing else. We just want pick 51. No?
No, dude.
For Tyreek?
Bro, I'm not giving nothing over a third, bro. Bro, I know what you're doing here now. You knew the response. You're rage baiting me. Like, I see what's going on here.
I promise I'm genuinely asking because I don't know if I would either, to be honest, because like I said, you really only getting them on 2 years.
I trade a third and like a sixth for him. Like, I'd be cool off of that. Anything sooner?
A third this year and a sixth next year.
Yeah, I'd be cool off it. Or they give us a.
It's like a little swap.
And they give us a pick back. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give them a third this year, trade them a sixth next year. They give us Tyreek and their 7th next year, and we just swap.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey, look, I would love Tyreek in his offense. I think that Sean Payton screen shit would be exactly what the fuck he would want it to be now. You would give Tyreek.
It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad if, like, you know, I feel like we're going to trade for, like, and this might be off the wall. I think we're going to trade for, like, a different type of receiver. Like, somebody nobody's talking about. Like, bro, like, if the Colts want to move off of Pittman, bro, like, we should trade for him, bro. I'm not going to lie, bro. 1,000%.
How old is Pittman, man?
He's young. He's young, bro.
My guess would be, like, what, 20? Isn't, what, 28, 29?
Shit,
He's 27.
I'd take him.
Could be 28
27.
this season.
I mean, and they just wasting his career over there. I mean, shit.
I want to see what's his contract looking like.
Because I think isn't his contract quit up soon? Or am I tripping?
Oh hell no, I don't want Pittman.
Bro,
18 mil.
Come on, bro. He's wide receiver, bro. He's wide receiver 1 immediately, bro.
18.
Yeah, bro. We're forgetting, bro. 2 years ago, bro.
I don't know how good he was.
All right, bro. Be honest. Drake London in.
I'm not a big Drake London guy.
Bro, you're bugging. What the hell? That'd be nice.
I wouldn't mind Pittman. I'm just not paying Pittman 18 and then 20, 22.
Come on, bro.
No.
All right. Let me play devil's advocate here. Pittman or Sutton? Who you paying?
Pittman or Sutton? I'd rather have Sutton for how much I think he's worth.
You know what? I just rage baited you into finally talking good about Sutton, bro. Yeah.
Well, because it's like, would you pay Pittman 22 or would you pay Sutton 13?
No, Sutton's getting more than that, bro.
I hope not. You know what? Matter of fact, you want to talk about it? I'm not paying Courtland Sutton anything north of 15.
I'm paying Sutton 15.5.
No,
a year.
He's not getting anything
for 3 years. For 3 years.
No.
Why,
bro? I'm not paying Sutton $15 million when he's 33. Are you crazy?
I am. Fuck it. I am.
You gonna pay Sutton $15 million when he's 33 years old?
You want me to pull my jersey out the closet? 1,000%,
Why would
bro.
you do that?
1,000%, bro.
The fact that we even talk about if we give him anything north of 25 million, George Payton need to go. George Payton would officially have lost his mind. He needs to be drug tested immediately. Bro, the money he's making this year, I'll up it maybe 2 million. Not even 2, 1.5. He can get 15 a year. 15 a year for the next 2 years. He with the team option, with the club option in 2027.
He deserves to get paid more than Stephon Diggs 1,000%.
Are you crazy?
I'm dead serious. He's better than Diggs right now.
Did you say Courtland Sutton better than Stephon Diggs?
Right now, 1,000%. I'm going to call it right now. Stephon Diggs is washed. That motherfucker's not going to be what everybody thinks he's going to be. He's fucking 32, coming off of an ACL injury on a new fucking England Patriots. They got DoorDash drivers at O-line. They ain't doing jack shit, bro. Courtland Sutton is going to have a better year than Diggs once again, bro. I'm going Sutton all day, every day. Yeah.
See, this is what I don't understand. I don't understand the Diggs is washed. How is Diggs washed?
Bro, he's fucking be honest. He's 32. He's going on 32 years old, right? He just tore his ACL in the same leg.
Bro, okay,
in
but
the
bro,
same
like,
leg, bro.
Bro, no, see, look, here's the thing, bro. Diggs is not washed, bro. The man was okay, first off, yeah, he tore his ACL, but bro, ACL injuries are different than what they were 10 years ago.
He's not a wide receiver 1 either.
What?
Bro,
he's finna go to New England. He's getting over 1,000 yards in New England, bro. I'm willing to bet any amount of money you want to. He's getting over 1,000 yards in New England. Yeah. He's gonna finish top 10 and probably top 10 in yards.
Let's be real.
He's gonna probably get top 10 in yards.
He was wide receiver 3 in Houston, bro.
No, he was not. Are you crazy?
He was, bro.
Bro, I went to the training camps. I watched almost every Texas game.
He wasn't the one though, bro.
He was wide receiver 2.
I'm taking Tank Dell over him, bro.
Are you crazy? Then Diggs?
Right now, well, actually, they're both hurt, but I mean,
realistically, let's just say Tank never got hurt.
I mean, dude, like, bro, we
crazy.
We can't really do that. We can't really do that. They're both hurt, right? They're both hurt. But the difference is Stephon Diggs is 32 years old, and
Stephon Diggs was on pace for over 1,000 yards last year.
I agree.
With multiple touchdowns.
I agree.
He was on pace for having the same years he was having in Buffalo before the injury.
He's cooked now, buddy. He plays for bro. This whole Patriots hype train, bro. It's not happening. It's just
the Patriots have had a really good offseason, though.
I mean, yeah, they spent a lot of money.
No, they brought in good pieces.
Bro, they've
addressed somewhat of the offensive line. I think they're going offensive line in the first round, but
bro, I think JMX Moses does not make that O line what we thinking here, brother.
I'm not saying that he makes it drastically better, but I'm saying that it's an improvement over what they've had.
They're gonna have fucking 6 wins, bro.
They're probably maybe at the minimum 6 wins. They're getting minimum of 6 wins.
The Jets will be better.
Are you crazy? No.
Hey, bro.
Maybe. I don't know. We gotta see.
Hey, think of this, bro. Let's go
No.
through this right fast. Let's go through this.
Oh my God.
Outside of Drake May, right? Outside of Drake May, the Jets have everything better.
That is a hot take.
How? What do the Patriots don't have a better receiving room? They don't have a better defense.
That's debatable now.
Come on, bro. 2 years ago when the Jets had a defensive coordinator
Who's
called
on their receiving room?
Bro, they have Garrett Wilson, dude. We're not debating Garrett Wilson and Stephon Diggs. There's no fucking way. No fucking way right now.
No, I think Garrett's better, but is it that big of a gap?
I mean, they bro, Garrett Wilson to
Because
Diggs,
I'm not gonna lie, right now, Josh Reynolds is their wide receiver too.
I mean, Josh Reynolds might be better than the Patriots wide receiver too.
No.
Come on, bro. Let's see who it is. Let me guess. It's going to be fucking Pop Douglas or fucking Jalen Polk or some bum.
He's not better than Pop Douglas, bro. If that's the which one.
And you know what? The Jets have better running backs.
I'll give you that.
Better O-line. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Josh Reynolds not better than any. He's not. Is Josh Reynolds better than Mac Hollins?
Dude. There's no way we're hyping up fucking Matt Collins right now.
No, I didn't. Who hyped him up? I said, is he better? He's not.
They're both fucking mid. They're both mid. Here's the point, right?
The Patriots. Okay. Look, I will say this: the Jets have better. I would say better players on defense. I think personnel though.
Here's the thing, right? And this is what I'm trying to get at, right?
I think Drake May is that good, bro. I think Drake May is gonna get them to 8 wins.
2 years ago.
I'm serious.
2 years ago. The Jets' defense was top 3. Okay,
I hear you. They got Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, they got a defensive-minded coach. Their defense.
They got Vrabel too.
Their defense is gonna be tough.
They got Vrabel. You got Christian Gonzalez.
You know, hey, don't make me go on a Vrabel rant, bro. Please.
What's wrong with Vrabel? My God, I just made up like Vrabel.
Bro, Mike Vrabel got carried by Derrick Henry and AJ Brown.
Are you crazy?
And he had elite defense. Bro, here's the thing, bro, that'd be pissing me off.
He was calling the defense.
That's fine, bro. He had elite talent on defense. That's fine. We're acting like
three players.
We're acting like he didn't have Kevin Byard.
Name me 3 players on that defense.
All right, Kevin Byard in his prime. Harold Landry in his prime and Jeff Simmons in his prime, bro. Come on, bro.
Harold Landry is still in his prime. Bro, Harold Landry is 26.
Bro. And he's coming off injury too. But
oh my God, no, he was healthy.
Bro, here's the thing, right? I think
he's 28.
I think the Patriots made good moves. 1000%, I agree with you. They got better.
I don't think saying that them and the Jets, they're not that far apart from each other.
The only thing the Patriots have better is Drake May.
Anyways, the point of this was Diggs is better than Courtland Sutton.
No,
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
No. Bro, Diggs is 32 getting that contract, and we're saying that
Sutton is what, 30?
Sutton should get a 3-year deal, $15 million a year at least, bro.
I'm with you on that. I said he shouldn't get anything over 15. You said 15 and a half.
I mean, shit, pay him 16. He deserves it, bro.
No.
Hey, you can say what you want to, bro. You take Courtland Sutton off his team last year, bro. They don't win the same amount of games. 1000%.
I somewhat agree. But I will say, Stephon Diggs.
Bro.
Come on, bro.
No,
what are we talking about?
No, Courtland Sutton's a team player. He don't bitch, he don't cry, he don't complain. He goes out there and plays football and catches the touchdowns and does what he got to do. And Stephon Diggs be crying when shit don't go his way. And he's washed. And he's 32. Bro, everywhere he's been.
He's not washed, bro.
Everywhere he's been. Bro.
I swear, anybody who is 30 or older and gets an injury, nobody, bro, there's no faith anymore in players.
You know what I think,
Nobody has faith in anyone coming back relatively the same.
You know what I think, bro? I think, and this is going to be a crazy take, bro. To all the Pats fans out there, my name is Denver Trav, and I approve this message. The Pats signed Diggs out of desperation.
Are you crazy?
They missed.
Bro, he was not a bad option.
They missed out on every other pick, right? They missed out on every other player that they could have had. because nobody wants to fucking play there. It don't matter that you have Mike Vrabel. Mike
Bro,
Vrabel's the same
I'm
guy.
telling you right now, when Stephon Diggs goes over 1,000 yards
It ain't
and he
happening,
gets
bro.
like a shit ton of catches, 1,000 yards, I don't want to hear it.
Bro, it ain't happening.
I don't want to hear anything.
It ain't happening, bro. The O-line's not going to be good enough.
Are you crazy?
The O-line's fucking terrible. And bro.
What did they draft old boy out of, was it Missouri?
If they
and they put him at left tackle.
If they draft Will Campbell, I think they're better. But
what did they draft? What's his name? Armand. If they draft Armand, put him at left tackle. Or they draft Will Campbell, put him at left tackle.
It depends, bro. We'll have to.
That offensive line is better than what it was last year. It may not be top 5.
We'll have to wait
but
and
it's
see.
better than it was last year.
And
the defense got better.
I mean, dude, I don't like the Spillane.
How far off were they from the Jets? Last year.
Dude, I think it's close. But Pats fans will say the Jets aren't close at all.
Well, I'm not a Pat fan. I think now who do I think? If I had to put money on who I think will be better, I'll put my money on New England. I think Drake May is that good. I think Diggs could have somewhat of a similar effect to what he did for Josh Allen with Diggs. Saying that Diggs is not saying Drake May is gonna make an MVP type jump, but I think Drake may establish himself as, bro, maybe top 10-ish.
You know what my problem is, and dude, I might get slandered for this. Drake May still has the problem at the pro level that he had at North Carolina. And people won't see it. He makes big plays and people are like big plays and people are like, oh my God, he's a franchise guy. And then he goes out there and makes a fucking bonehead play just like he did at UNC, bro. He would make the big play and then he would go out and shit the bed, bro. And he still does it at the pro level.
But until he shows that he's gonna do that at the pro level, because last year the Patriots didn't have anything.
So let me ask you a question. So
they didn't have line, receiver, running back, defense. They had nothing last year. They were arguably the worst team in the league.
So they have Diggs, okay? Cool. Dude, come on, bro. Like, defenses are going to put their best corner on that motherfucker. And, bro, we're not going to sit here and act like Mac Hollins is going to do something, bro. Like, they're probably
going to draft the receiver, too, though. And they have a shit ton of young receivers. Keyshawn Boot, Jalen Polk, Javon Baker.
Polk sucks ass, dude.
Bro, it's not my point is somebody is going to eventually emerge out of that wide receiver unit. So they're going to have bro.
I just think they're
Keyshawn Boot was not bad.
Oh, he was nice. I agree, but the problem is I think they're farther.
You're hating on Diggs.
No. Listen. I'm not hating on Diggs. I think the Patriots.
You called the man washed.
He is washed. Courtland's better.
My God.
Hey, everybody in the chat put Courtland better, and they all gonna do it.
Courtland is. Bro, and to be honest, that's not even me knocking Sutton. That's not even me knocking Sutton. Diggs is, bro.
Okay,
Diggs is just
you taking Diggs right now or Sutton right now?
On Denver?
Yeah. Don't do it, dude. Don't.
I would only lean Sutton because he's got the chemistry with Bo. But who do I think is the better receiver? Is Diggs.
He's not better right now.
Oh my God.
He's not better right now.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you.
All time, all time, I'll give it to you.
Last year in camp, he was the best receiver the Texas had at camp last year. He was arguably the best. Him and Nico were co-ones. Yeah, Diggs was more of a two. They were co-ones, bro. I'm not gonna say that this man is washed.
He peaked in training camp.
Are you crazy? Bro, that man is not washed, bro. Because I'm telling you, when he goes out there and he has a crazy year in New England where he puts up over 1,000 yards and
it's not gonna happen. Bro, he's washed, he's old, and he plays on a team that, bro, you know what? And to my point, bro, about Mike Vrabel that we didn't get to earlier, Mike Vrabel, after they got rid of A.J. Brown in Tennessee, what did he attract, bro? Treylon Burks and the Patriots expect me to think this guy can attract talent? There's a reason, bro.
He didn't have another choice, bro.
Bro, he could have went out and got somebody. There's a reason.
They traded him on draft night.
That's fine. He could have still went out and got somebody. He drafted Treylon Burks from Arkansas. Come on, bro.
Bro, they were pushing Vrabel out the building.
Bro, come on. Be honest with you. Be honest, bro. Like, Mike Vrabel is not a guy that attracts talent. There's a reason. They got Stephon Diggs. Cool. They got Milton. Cool. They paid him the most money. They paid him the most money in franchise history.
They probably had the best free agency, Trav.
Because they spent the most money.
It's not even that. They brought in good quality players. They improved their team the most.
And they still have the most holes.
Oh, my God.
bro.
Bro, that's my point.
Here's the thing, bro. Right, and this is what I'm gonna say, and you might not agree. Milton Williams, solid pickup. Shouldn't be the highest paid player in franchise history. Hell no, should not be. Nope. Harold
I hear
Landry.
you.
Harold Landry. It's a solid pickup. That's a variable guy. That's cool. Robert Spillane fucking sucks ass in coverage. He's a worse version of Alex Singleton. 1,000%. And
This
Stephon
man hates Mike Vrabel. This man going on a Mike Vrabel rant right now.
Stephon Diggs is mid.
You're crazy.
We're gonna see Mike Vrabel make that defense look pretty good. I think that the expectation of what we're giving,
Okay, hold on, wait. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I got to think of this question before I forget it. Who was healthy? I'm not sorry. Who's healthy? Who was better last year before Diggs got hurt? Diggs or Sutton?
Give me LaJordan Humphrey, bro.
Answer the question.
Bro, listen.
Before Diggs got hurt,
I'm not even being.
Who was better?
I'm not even being biased,
Trav,
bro.
answer the question.
I'm going 14.
Are you crazy?
Yep. And think about it, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, and you could ask anybody I know, bro. Stephon Diggs used to be my favorite receiver when he played in Buffalo and Minnesota. He was my favorite. He was my favorite receiver, not on my team, but he's washed, sadly, bro. Like he gonna be like Julio Jones next season in the offseason. He gonna be hitting the. I'll see you guys later. He done, bro. He's cooked.
Are you telling me before Diggs tore his ACL, Sutton was better than Diggs?
I'm taking him all day.
No, I didn't say. Who was better? You're dodging the answer. The question.
Sutton, bro.
Sutton was better than Diggs.
Yep.
You're insane.
Bro, I'm going 14.
You are crazy.
Hey, give me Troy Franklin. Better route runner. Give me Troy.
You're out your mind.
Give me Troy.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Bro, give me all the guys on Broncos, bro. Give me Mims. Give me Troy. Fuck it, bro. Give me A.T. Perry. Now let me stop.
You know what's funny?
What?
Bro, Stephon Diggs, didn't he miss half the I was at the game when he tore his
ACL. Don't diss Troy now.
Who's dissing Troy? Bro, he's way better than Troy. It's not even close, bro. I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Come on, bro.
Are you
bugging, bro? Troy separates better.
Are you sitting here
Troy separates
with
better.
A straight face? Are you telling me that Troy Franklin is a better at creating separation than Stephon Diggs?
Yes, 1,000%, bro. Look back here, bro.
Oh my God.
Look back here. Troy Franklin separates better than Stephon Diggs, bro. Hey, bro, Stephon Diggs just tore the same fucking leg twice. I'm going Troy. Bro, we got to stop this Patriots glazing. They're 3 years out from being a good football team. Like, bro, this is all I've been hearing on TikTok. The Patriots are an AFC playoff team. The Patriots can sneak in the wild card. Bro, Drake May's not even solidified. He was the 4th best rookie quarterback. I'm taking Jayden, Daniels, Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, bro, all over May, bro. And you better hope Michael Penix don't have a good year.
Boy, you crazy.
The Patriots are going to be mid, bro.
You realize Stephon Diggs would have had more yards he would have had more yards than Courtland Sutton if he could finish last year. Probably more touchdowns. How many touchdowns did Sutton have last year?
Bro, stop trolling, dude.
Bro, I'm being dead ass.
Stop, bro. Come on, bro. We're comparing mid to greatness right now.
All right, bro. See, and people gonna say I'm hating on Sutton, but I'm not, bro. I'm just not finna sit here and say he's a better receiver.
Right now, he's better. Hey, bro. Like, I hate to be this guy, bro. Right now, 14's better, bro.
All right, fine. Let me ask you then. Who's better right now, Judy or Sutton?
Go with Sutton all day, baby. Big 14.
Oh my God.
Big 14. My boy, hey, shout out to Jerry Judy, bro. He couldn't stick it out with the team. And shout out my boy. He better get out of Cleveland or his career is going to be cooked.
As a matter of fact, I saw something today that Sleeper posted saying rank these wide receivers in order. I actually want to pull it up because this will make good for a short too. Hold on. Yeah. Where is it at? Oh my God, no, I can't find it. It was like, who would you rank these 4 guys in order? It was like Courtland Sutton. 1 second, I can find it.
Bro, I'm putting Courtland at 1, bro.
Okay, yeah. Rank these wide receivers 1 through 4. Garrett Wilson, Jamison Williams, T. Higgins, or Courtland Sutton.
All right.
Trav, I swear.
All right,
Trav,
bro.
I
All
swear.
right, bro. Number 1, Big 14, baby. We put Sutter 1.
He's better than Garrett.
Garrett Wilson at 2. Shout out my boy.
Wait a minute.
3, I'll put T. Higgins, and 4,
Wait a minute.
I'll
Time
put
out.
J-Bo. Yeah,
Time out.
I'm not kidding, bro.
Garrett Wilson or Courtland Sutton.
Going with my Big 14.
Trav, no, Trav, be serious. Garrett Wilson or Courtland Sutton.
I'm going with Court, bro. Court's gonna have a 1,300-yard season next season. You ready for it?
I'm ending the episode. On that note, it's
Hey.
on that note. Hey, look, man, I still love Courtland Sutton, bro, but
hey, Courtland Sutton, let me get some of that new merch.
Blasphemy, bro.
Hey,
blasphemy.
Sutton, let me get some of that new merch you just dropped, bro. Please, I'll promote it.
Now the merch is tough, but he's not better than Garrett Wilson.
He's better
with
than
all due respect.
He's the best wide receiver 1 in the league.
Okay, yeah, you're trolling. On that note, I'm your host JMX, my co-host Trav. Make sure to leave a like, comment, hit that sub button. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until the next one, peace out.
Big 14, go Sut.